On this morning's Consumer Confidential, we're talking about workplace trends that are shaping several aspects of office life for both employers and employees. Our good friend Dan Roth is LinkedIn's editor-in-chief and is here to help us break it all down. So how's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so what are the opportunities in our job market right now?
So number one, it's a weakening job market. We're seeing hiring down about 1% over the last month. It's down about 8% year over year. We're seeing applicants get much more aggressive in their job searching. So about a 4% increase in applications per job seeker at this point. So that's a big sign that people are being less picky. Now, there is hiring, government services, healthcare, still doing a lot of hiring. Last month, we saw some increases in things like admins and project management. So there's still hiring going on. You got to go and find it.
Okay, so let's get to some of the trends. 2024 Work Trend Index from Microsoft and LinkedIn reports 66% of hiring managers say they wouldn't give a job to a candidate without AI skills.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you even begin getting those skills?
Well, there's like a ton of free courses. There's free courses on LinkedIn. There's free courses everywhere. You can find them. The most important thing, though, is to just try it. ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, get on there, start playing around with it. It's just natural language.
Is there a difference? I don't even know what Copilot is.
These are all places. You just go. It's you go on Windows. You can go find Copilot. You can find this. Just search for. I want to do. You start using AI, generative AI. You're going to find lots of ways.
Ask AI to find AI.
Yeah, exactly.
But the key is having these skills. So what we ask people, like, how are you using Gen AI at work? First of all, 75% of professionals say they are using it at work right now. That number has doubled in the last 6 months.
Wow.
So this is increasing quickly, and they're using it to save time mostly. So this podcast producer says she uses it to research guests. This one guy said he doesn't write any emails anymore. When we ask people how they use it, he just does 4 bullet points, and then he uses AI to basically write the email.
Wow.
So someone else said it took him a week typically to write blog posts previously. Now it takes 4 hours. So you've got to fact check, but it saves a ton of time.
Another thing on the rise, unemployment.
Yes.
Or retirement, sorry,
Yes.
for employment. So a lot of folks who have previously retired are now going back into the workforce. So how do they make themselves stand out with the younger candidates?
Yeah, well, first of all, this is crazy. Like 13% of baby boomers who had unretired at the end of last year, according to our data. That's a 5-year high.
Wow.
And they're doing it.
She can't even get you to retire.
I know.
And some people are never retiring.
You can come
Exactly.
back, just try it.
Yeah, Al, don't try it. You're going to come right back. And they are doing it because for financial reasons. They're doing it because they're like sort of lonely being at home. Now, the key, if you do it, they're bored. The key, if you do it, is when you come back, you have to explain the gap. This is true whether you're retiring or whether you've taken time off for any other reason. We asked hiring managers, they say they want to know, the majority say they want to know why you left. So talk about what you learned, talk about the growth mindset, like, oh, I thought I was going to get this out of retirement, and then I spent all my time doing X, Y, and Z, and now I'm ready to be able to apply that to this job. Hiring managers like to hear those stories.
Good.
Dan, there's a survey that LinkedIn did, and it found that 40% of workers said they were burned out.
Yeah.
I mean, are employers listening to that?
Yeah, so the burnout is real. It is very real among younger employees. So 50% of millennials and Gen Z say they are they are burned out. That's versus like 29% for baby boomers. So a huge gap in the burnout. And you're seeing weird things happen in the workplace. People are turning down promotions. They're hiring burnout coaches. They're taking gap years. Yeah, these are things that you did not hear about that before. Companies are leaning into this. KPMG has this program now where they've identified what they think causes burnout, and it's like attending too many meetings, working more hours than you're scheduled to work, and they will see that these flags pop up among employees, and they send someone to do an energy audit with their employees and ask them, like, are you feeling burnout? And they kind of get there early. This company, Exo, switched down to a 4-day work week from 5 days. And Friday is now called You Do You Friday. You can work or not work.
Goodness gracious.
Again, is part of this generational?
I think so.
That it's like, oh, you poor baby,
Wait,
you're working too hard.
You do you Friday.
I did it.
Like
You do you Thursday. Thank you, Dan.
But I'll tell you, but the CEO posted about this, said that burnout went
working.
from 75% to 35% when they did this. So it
That's
works.
amazing.
Okay.
Thank you, Dan.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.